Rather be alone in my zone writing poems. When I get in, I take a shower, read a book and feel empowered. Smoking on that sour got me counting down the hours, thinking of all the shit that they could do but won't allow us. Then I realize they all some cowards. The world is ours. Me and my brother twin like the towers, and we want it now, never later. No more favors, done with all these traitors who be haters on the low. They just hate to see you grow, so I'd rather be alone in my zone writing poems, cause I'm never on the road. And I'd rather stay at home, and life been moving fast lately, trying to get a grasp, and every day I'm mad lately. Never let it drive me crazy, you do this for my old lady, yeah.
They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. So let us breathe in.
CX, you change, but a bunch of people feelings. Reaching for the top, and now I ain't got no ceilings. Pour me up a cup or two so it can stop the bleeding. Roll me up a spliff or two, and now I'm hella weeded, cause I'm feeling like I want it, but I don't know if I need it. Took a few L's, but that undefeated. Same shoot, different day, why this so repeated? If we don't talk no more, it's probably cause I felt mistreated. Bad enough I don't hear excuses, trust me you could keep it. Saw it coming from a mile away once I peeped it. Caught up in that drama, mama, I don't get between it. They be trying to turn it on you, damn they really tweaking.
We broke, but we wealthy in ability, and hopes fits. No, we only need the brokerage. We only overage, overseeing all the dope. Killing these cats with they facilities. Flush down the drain, leaning through all 8 lives till that become they centerpiece. Unfold and be a masterpiece at half of all our faculties. We actually dope, you just don't know that half of we.
We actually dope, you just don't know that half of we.
They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. So let us breathe in.
pain inside, don't wanna feel it. Yeah. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted. I told her one more, she hear me say you quit or she dipping. Yeah, yeah. I don't want pain no more. I don't want no more pain. I can go see no way. Look at that with no pain. See the rain coming down, but it is not purple today. Came a long way from stacking and rolling that change. And all I ever wanted was some real love. Then I iced it on my heart, I watched it build up. My bro, he stay with Tuesday Bob to build up. And I feel pain inside, don't wanna feel it. Yeah. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted. I told her one more, she hear me say you quit or she dipping. Yeah, let me do my thing. Got them greens and pinks and blues, I'll give my kids a change. Don't call me a sit for none unless you do the same. I want a cat that's fast as that and I don't do no range. Yeah. All I ever wanted was some millions. All I ever wanted was some children. Then I got 4 of them kids and now we chillin'. Nothing's real. Pain inside, don't wanna feel it. Yeah. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted. I told her one more, she hear me say you quit or she dipping.
I'm trying to touch the states this time. 2021. Yeah, show him I can still rap though.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the bag like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if he won't take a lazy day. Wifey on me told me take a break. I keep going to the paper straight. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
So, Indies, yeah. So, I'm swerving. If a try to holler, she gon' curve him. We came from under rugs like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping like I'm turban. Yeah, these all square like Irvin. Yeah, we grew up in the hood, no Suburbans. If I say I need my money, then it's urgent. Yeah, they want me to quit. Yeah, they want me to shift. But as long as I'm alive, we gon' keep on making hits. While they steady shooting bricks, man, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk a lot of but we really with the lame. Always gonna be reaching for they hit, smoking like a clip. They can never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be watch the way I'm dripping.
Try your luck, test me in again, we let it ring. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. I'm in flex mode with the best, though. That's a major key, that's a chess move. I'm your favorite G, I think it's best, yo. Stop with all the grilling, I'm on jet fuel. Taking off, clear the runway, now they cannot clip my wings. Yeah, they soft, they ain't homie, they ain't even on the scene. Play it smart, they don't know me, they just know what they see. What it costs to get flea, but this style ain't free. This that swag, this that splash, one wrong move, that's do the dash, keep a stash, just in case they tryna flash. Never lag, we don't slack, tell her eyes running back. I don't brag, I'm relaxed, I'm not into all of that, yeah. It's really just the fam and my dogs, I just gotta make a call. I ain't into all that chatting, not at all. Yeah, I put that on the squad, we been out here going hard. We on deck, please don't make 'em. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. Things are getting intense, using up my sixth sense. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on sub-defense. Left you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a hit list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest. Damn, there's so much going on in this world we call our home. They been looting and protesting, trying to get it for our home. Ain't nobody got us like we got us. Streets is in a frenzy, you see the riots. Stand up for a cause, or you die for one of yours. Ain't no universal laws, they just wanna sabotage. Rolling with my entourage, and they tell us be safe. But they got our hands behind us while we down up on our face. It don't make no sense, no. It felt like a devil, no. How we supposed to raise our sons, how we supposed to get through. Feeling really stressful, years of being dreadful. How could we be careful when we ain't really careful?
Therefore, all the youths need a good mentor. Yes, Lord. All the years, this we endure, there's no cure. All the cops screaming 10 for what for? Government always trying to send, so we at war. Yeah, we black, but we really called Moors, born poor. All we care about is Jordan Concords, looting stores. Why you taking things that's not yours? Oh boy, that ain't no way yet on the George Floyd. Stay on point. Half America is really unemployed. We annoyed, killing people. It's a state of paranoia. Can't avoid it. All these businesses burned down and destroyed. No insurance. Think my people kinda missing what's important. Yeah, stand up for your rights. Yeah, we putting up a fight. They don't want us out at night, so they gave us curfew. It's like jumping out the plane with no parachute. Don't shoot, hands up, but they still gon' do it. Huey Newton probably like, man, what y'all doing? Need to come together, all of us, and start a revolution. Yeah, discover more solutions, overthrow the Constitution, stop the looting, stop the shooting. We've been living in confusion.
Things are getting intense, using up my sixth sense. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on sub-defense. Left you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a hit list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest.
Ayy, poppin' like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Ay, winning like I ought to. I ain't wanna do it, but I got to. Smoking what my doctor told me not to. Got these wishing they was hot too. Ballin' like I need to. Got my exes wishing for a redo. Smell the marijuana when I speed through. Hit her with a tip, that's a preview. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. Shit, get your money, not your hate up. Boy, draw a play up. I flip my wrist, a layup. She wanna lay up. I gotta get it, I'ma stay up. I'm all the way up. I got my pay up. I ain't playing with you. I'm a coach now. Commentating, do the most now. I be somewhere booted with my toes down. Made little baby tooted with her nose down. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what shit so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I do.
Just rather be alone in my zone writing poems. When I get in, I take a shower, read a book and feel empowered. Smoking on that sour got me counting down the hours. Thinking of all the shit that they could do but won't allow us. Then I realized they all some cowards. The world is ours. Me and my brother twin like the towers, and we want it now, never later, no more favors. Done with all these traitors who be haters on the low. They just hate to see you grow, so I'd rather be alone in my zone writing poems, cause I'm never on the road. And I'd rather stay at home, and life been moving fast lately, trying to get a grasp, and every day I'm mad lately. Never let it drive me crazy, you do this for my old lady, yeah.
They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. So let us breathe in.
CX, you changed, but a bunch of people feelings. Reaching for the top, and now I ain't got no ceilings. Pour me up a cup or two so it can stop the bleeding. Roll me up a spliff or two, and now I'm hella weeded, cause I'm feeling like I want it, but I don't know if I need it. Took a few L's, but that undefeated. Same shit, different day. Why this so repeated? If we don't talk no more, it's probably cause I felt mistreated. Bad enough I don't hear excuses, trust me, you could keep it. Saw it coming from a mile away once I peeped it. Caught up in that drama, mama, I don't get between it. They be trying to turn it on you, damn, they really tweaking.
We broke, but we wealthy in ability and hopes fits. No, we only need the brokerage. We only overage, overseeing all the dope. Killing these cats with they facilities. Flush down the drain, leaning through all 8 lives till that become they centerpiece. Unfold and be a masterpiece at half of all our faculties. We actually dope, you just don't know that half of we.
We actually dope, you just don't know that half of it.
They told us, stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. They told us, stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. So let us breathe in.
I'm trying to touch the states this time. 2021. Gotta show him I can still rap though.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same.
sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. No, we not the same, what you talking about? Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them get in line. Hold it down, came up from the underground. How that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good, how that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good, how that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good, how that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good.
It's in the picture, let me crop them out. They told us trust the process, we ain't stopping now. They know that it's a scene when we popping out. We came up from the dirt, yeah, we popping out. It's our year, we finna lock it down. We the top boys in your city when we come around. ISO no POP, tell them hold it down. We been dropping every month, we ain't slowing down, nah.
Ayy, sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them get in line. Hold it down, came up from the underground. Ayy, tried to play me back then, but you learning now. Do not play with fire, you be burning out. It's like butter, baby butter, when I churn it out. They gon' talk behind your back until you turn around. 360, I'm on preheat, I be baking all the good. Chef Curry hit my shimmy, throw it up at half court. Tryna beat me, bet you can't, you would do it if you could. ISO to the indies, now you got it understood. Yeah, sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. No, we not the same, what you talking about? Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them get in line. Hold it down, came up from the underground. How that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good, how that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good, how that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good, how that sound, yeah, that sound good. Sounds good.
Ayy, poppin' like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I'm fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Ay, winning like I ought to. I ain't wanna do it, but I got to. Smoking what my doctor told me not to. Got these wishing they was hot too. Ballin' like I need to. Got my exes wishing for a redo. Smell the marijuana when I speed through. Hit her with the tip, that's a preview. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. Shit, get your money, not your hate up. Boy, draw a play up. I flip my wrist, a layup. She wanna lay up. I gotta get it, I must stay up. I'm all the way up, I got my pay up. I ain't playing with you, I'm a coach now. Commentating, do the most now. I be somewhere booted with my toes down. Made little baby tooted with her nose down. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live.
things are getting intense. Using up my sixth sense. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on some defense. Left you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a headless. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest. Damn, there's so much going on in this world we call our home. They been looting and protesting, trying to get it far home. Ain't nobody got us like we got us. Streets is in a frenzy, you see the riots. Stand up for a cause, or you die for one of yours. Ain't no universal laws, they just wanna sabotage. Rolling with my entourage, and they tell us be safe. But they got our hands behind us while we down up on our face. It don't make no sense, no. It felt like a death, no. How we supposed to raise our sons, how we supposed to get through. Feeling really stressful, years of being dreadful. How could we be careful when we ain't really careful?
Therefore, all the youths need a good mentor. Yes, Lord. All the years this we endure, there's no cure. All the cops screaming 10 for what for? Government always trying to send, so we at war. Yeah, we black, but we really called Moors, born poor. All we care about is Jordan Concords, looting stores. Why you taking things that's not yours? Oh boy, that ain't no way yet on the George Floyd. Stay on point. Half America is really unemployed. We annoyed, killing people. It's a state of paranoia. Can't avoid it. All these businesses burned down and destroyed. No insurance. Think my people kinda missing what's important. Yeah, stand up for your rights. Yeah, we putting up a fight. They don't want us out at night, so they gave us curfew. It's like jumping out the plane with no parachute. Don't shoot, hands up, but they still gon' do it. Here we know and probably like, man, what y'all doing? Need to come together, all of us, and start a revolution. Yeah, discover more solutions, overthrow the Constitution, stop the looting, stop the shooting. We've been living in confusion.
Things are getting intense, using up my sixth sense. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on some defense. Left you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a head list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest.
Rather be alone in my zone writing poems. When I get in, I take a shower, read a book and feel empowered. Smoking on that sour got me counting down the hours, thinking of all the shit that they could do but won't allow us. Then I realized they all some cowards. The world is ours. Me and my brother twin like the towers, and we want it now, never later. No more favors, done with all these traitors who be haters on the low. They just hate to see you grow, so I'd rather be alone in my zone writing poems, cause I'm never on the road. And I'd rather stay at home, and life been moving fast lately, trying to get a grasp, and every day I'm mad lately. Never let it drive me crazy, you do this for my old lady. Yeah.
They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips, and thank God for our chance to breathe. So let us breathe in.
CH change, but a bunch of people feelings. Reaching for the top, and now I ain't got no ceilings. Pour me up a cup or two so it can stop the bleeding. Roll me up a spliff or two, and now I'm hella weeded. Cause I'm feeling like I want it, but I don't know if I need it. Took a few L's, but that undefeated. Same shit, different day, why this so repeated? If we don't talk no more, it's probably cause I felt mistreated. Bad enough I don't hear excuses, trust me you could keep it. Saw it coming from a mile away once I peeped it. Caught up in that drama, mama, I don't get between it. They be trying to turn it on you, damn they really tweaking.
We broke, but we wealthy in ability and hopes fits. No, we only need the brokerage. We only overage, overseeing all the dope. Killing these cats with they facilities. Flush down the drain, leaning through all 8 lives till that become they centerpiece. Unfold and be a masterpiece at half of all our faculties. We actually dope, you just don't know that half of we.
We actually dope, you just don't know that half of we.
They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips and thank God for our chance to breathe. They told us stay quiet, better close your lips. We never thought we'd get our chance to speak. So we just stay grinding, trying to hold our chips and thank God for our chance to breathe. So let us breathe in.
So, indies, yeah. Ay, so, indies, yeah. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. Pull up and I
and I'm swerving. If a try to holler, she gon' curve him. We came from under rugs like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping like I'm turban. Yeah, these all square like Irvin. Yeah, we grew up in the hood, no Suburbans. If I say I need my money, then it's urgent. Yeah, they want me to quit. Yeah, they want me to shift. But as long as I'm alive, we gon' keep on making hits. While they steady shooting bricks, man, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk a lot of but we really with the lame. Always gonna be reaching for they hit, smoking like a clip. They can never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be watch the way I'm dripping.
Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. I'm in flex mode with the best, though. That's a major key, that's a chess move. I'm your favorite G, I think it's best, yo. Stop with all the grilling, I'm on jet fuel. Taking off, clear the runway, now they cannot clip my wings. Yeah, they soft, they ain't homie, they ain't even on the scene. Play it smart, they don't know me, they just know what they see. What it costs to get flea, but this style ain't free. This that swag, this that splash, one wrong move, that's do the dash, keep a stash, just in case they tryna flash. Never lag, we don't slack, tell her eyes running back. I don't brag, I'm relaxed, I'm not into all of that, yeah. It's really just the fam and my dogs, I just gotta make a call. I ain't into all that chatting, not at all. Yeah, I put that on the squad, we been out here going hard. We on deck, please don't make 'em. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. So, indies, yeah. Ay, so, indies, yeah. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you parking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. Pull up and I and I'm swerving. If a try to holler, she gon' curve him. We came from under rugs like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping like I'm turban. Yeah, these all square like Irvin. Yeah, we grew up in the hood, no Suburbans. If I say I need my money, then it's urgent. Yeah, they want me to quit. Yeah, they want me to shift. But as long as I'm alive, we gon' keep on making hits. While they steady shooting bricks, man, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk a lot of but we really with the lame. Always gonna be reaching for they hit, smoking like a clip. They can never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be watch the way I'm dripping. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. I'm in flex mode with the best, though. That's a major key, that's a chess move. I'm your favorite G, I think it's best, yo. Stop with all the grilling, I'm on jet fuel. Taking off, clear the runway, now they cannot clip my wings. Yeah, they soft, they ain't homie, they ain't even on the scene. Play it smart, they don't know me, they just know what they see. What it costs to get flea, but this style ain't free. This that swag, this that splash, one wrong move, that's do the dash, keep a stash, just in case they tryna flash. Never lag, we don't slack, tell her eyes running back. I don't brag, I'm relaxed, I'm not into all of that, yeah. It's really just the fam and my dogs. I just gotta make a call. I ain't into all that chatting, not at all, not at all. Yeah, I put that on the squad. We been out here going hard. We on deck, please don't make 'em. Go and try your luck. Test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us. We don't got a thing. Tell her park it up. Then that be poking out them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up. This the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up. They can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. Things are getting intense, using up my sixth sense. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on sub-defense. Left you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a hit list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest. Damn, there's so much going on in this world we call our home. They been looting and protesting, trying to get it for our home. Ain't nobody got us like we got us. Streets is in a frenzy, you see the riots. Stand up for a cause, or you die for one of yours. Ain't no universal laws, they just wanna sabotage. Rolling with my entourage, and they tell us be safe. But they got our hands behind us while we down up on our face. It don't make no sense, no. It felt like a death, no. How we supposed to raise our sons, how we supposed to get through. Feeling really stressful, years of being dreadful. How could we be careful when we ain't really careful?
Therefore, all the youths need a good mentor. Yes, Lord. All the years, this we endure, there's no cure. All the cops screaming 10 for what for? Government always trying to send, so we at war. Yeah, we black, but we really called Moors, born poor. All we care about is Jordan Concords, looting stores. Why you taking things that's not yours? Oh boy, that ain't no way yet on the George Floyd. Stay on point. Half America is really unemployed. We annoyed, killing people. It's a state of paranoia. Can't avoid it. All these businesses burned down and destroyed. No insurance. Think my people kinda missing what's important. Yeah.
Ayy, popping like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into.
Welcome everybody back to San Antonio for the Winners Bracket Championship. The Trinity University Tigers will play the St. Thomas Celts. Here's the starting lineup for the Tigers. At third base, Jesse Lloyd. In center field, Hayden Del Toro. The designated player, Dawson Debussy. At shortstop, Marina De La Luna. Right fielder, Carson Lee. The catcher will be Abigail Miller. First baseman, Jordan Williams. Left field, Diamond Elizondo. And at second base, the 9-hole hitter, Angela Baltzel. That is your starting lineup for the Tigers. Your starting lineup for the Celts. I'll just read it off my screen here. In left field, number 29, Rebecca Archibald. In third base, number 6, Jay Simmons. First baseman, Chloe Bennett. Designated player Mallory Munson. Catcher, Adeline Becerra. Second baseman, Haley Jackson. In right field, Kaylee Deacle. In center field, Delaney Moreno. At shortstop, Lindsay Gonzalez. And this is a matchup that we've been waiting for. We've been delayed by lightning. We hope this storm has passed and we aren't delayed again. The weather radar looking iffy, so we'll try to get this one in. There you go. Look at that starting lineup. There's your starting lineup for the St. Thomas Celts. But let's get into the player that is in the circle, the St. Thomas Celt ace, Bailey Tisdale. 16-2 record, 1.89 ERA, 58 strikeouts to 12 walks, 0.94 whip, and 114 2/3 innings pitched. She is the St. Thomas ace. She did not pitch yesterday against Southwestern, where they beat Southwestern in 6 innings, 9-1. So they have her all rested up for today to face the Trinity Tigers, who have a lot of momentum behind their backs. The Tigers yesterday beat Centenary 1-0 in the tournament opener, then went on to upset the #1 seed in the tournament, Texas Lutheran, 1-0. The runs that won them the game were both scored in the 4th inning. So the Celts trying to put an end, or at least a stoppage, to the Tigers' magical run. Because right now, we are in the winner's bracket, so both these teams can't afford to lose, but it would be really unfortunate. If you win, you are in to the championship on Sunday. If you lose, you must play another game tonight. And things will get started with Jesse Lloyd stepping up to the plate. The steady leadoff bat for the Tigers, looking to do some damage against Tisdale. 328 batting average as Lloyd takes the strike. The Tigers were swept by St. Thomas in a 2-game series that was up in Houston. They were close games, 2-run game and a 1-run game. And that one misses. 1-1 count now. It wasn't a 3-game series because weather actually stopped the first game from being played. And that game was never made up. As Lloyd hits that one out into right field, that will be taken in by the right fielder, Kaylee Deacle. So 1 out away here in the top of the first. So Hayden Del Toro now starting the alliterative part of the lineup of Del Toro, Debussy, De La Luna. Del Toro hitting 289 on the year, 8 RBI. She is fast, so they will want to get her on base. Takes that one for a strike. Most steals that a Tiger has had since 2013 in a season. Next pitch from Tisdale. That one is fouled back. And Tisdale, the graduate student out of Santa Fe, Texas. She has come in and given some senior leadership to this team. A team that is led by head coach Angela Frobes. 1-2 count now to Del Toro. As Debussy waits on deck. Next pitch. That one grounded over to Bennett. So that's 2 outs now in the top of the first. Dawson Debussy
Player number 8, Dawson Debussy.
will try her chance at Tisdale. Debussy with the .396 batting average, 16 RBI, does have a home run this year. Takes that one for a strike as Tisdale attacks the zone. Coach Frobe's telling me that Tisdale is a little bit older, being a graduate student. That gives her a presence and calmness on the field. She never gets 2 up or 2 down. And the team plays behind her really well. She mentioned that she's also a great mentor for the other pitchers of the St. Thomas Celt pitching staff as Debussy lines that one into deep right field. It's taken in by Deacle, and the Tigers go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. We'll take a quick break here on the Tiger Network as we head to the bottom of the frame. In the circle for the Tigers, Jordan Arce out of Thousand Oaks, California. 7.8 on the year, 3.78 ERA. She has dropped that massively because yesterday she was the star of the show for the Tigers. 2 complete game shutouts can be added to Arce's name. 1 of Centenary and 1 of Texas Lutheran. The Tigers call upon her again today to face a dangerous St. Thomas Celt lineup led off by Rebecca Archibald. 472 batting average, leads the conference. Lays down the bunt, and the throw from Arce, and that is in time. So the speedy Archibald is the first out on the first pitch of the bottom of the first. Arce is fast. She plays outfield as well sometimes. And you can see her speed here. Archibald lays down the bunt, and look, didn't even take that quality of a line there, but she got it and she threw it. That brings up Jalen Simmons, who grounds that one up the middle. Butzel gets to it, but Simmons will be safe at first. So 2 pitches and 2 action plays.
First baseman number 27, Chloe Bennett.
As Chloe Bennett, with that 405 batting average out of Waller, Texas, given the honor of MVP by Coach Frobe's. So, to the most valuable player, the first pitch misses. So, ball 1 to Bennett. Simmons on first. Jalen Simmons, a fast runner in her own right. 13 for 13 on stolen bases this year. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. We'll see if St. Thomas is weary to steal, though, because the catcher behind the plate, Abigail Miller, threw out Clark of St. Thomas. Clark of Texas Lutheran, I should say. A base runner that had stolen 61 consecutive bases. The bunt is laid down. Bennett is out at first, but Simmons moves over to second.
Adding fourth, designated player number 7, Mallory Munson.
As Mallory Munson will step up to the dish now. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Munson. The first pitch to her. She drives that one out into center field. And that's brought in by Hayden Del Toro. And we are scoreless through one inning here in San Antonio, as the Celts put a runner on base but can't do anything with her. We'll take a quick break here on the Tiger Network as we move on to the second inning. Top of the second here in the winner's bracket final of the SCAC Softball Conference Tournament. Cleanup hitter for the Tigers, Marina De La Luna, starts things off. The junior trying to get things going for the Tigers. First pitch to her, in there for a strike. De La Luna out of Concord, California. The next pitch from Tisdale. That one is fouled off, so a quick 0-2 count to the Tigers' cleanup hitter. Carson Lee waits on deck, as this has been a much anticipated matchup. Last year, Trinity beat St. Thomas twice in the conference tournament. That one misses outside 1-2. So the Celts certainly want to get their revenge here and avenge a season that perhaps was lost too soon. Next pitch. That one's fouled off. Good for Obeys, telling me that Trinity beat us when it mattered most. So none of the earlier success this season really matters, because when you're in the conference tournament, that's when it matters. When you make it to this tournament, you are 0-0 starting out in it. A 1-2 count to De La Luna. De La Luna, the leader in career home runs at Trinity University. She fouls that one off. And some instructions from the Tiger dugout on which way to hit it. Texas Lutheran in the stands watching this one. That one misses, so a 2-2 count for De La Luna. The Bulldogs will be playing the Centenary Ladies 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. De La Luna fouls that one back. And this has been a fight for the first out in the top of the second. Tisdale allowed 5 runs when she pitched against the Tigers up in Houston, looking to have a better performance in the tournament. Next pitch from Tisdale. In there, strike 3. So Marina De La Luna strikes out looking, as Tisdale gives her a pitch that freezes her. As the baton will be passed to Carson Lee, hitting .330 on the year. First year out of Flower Mound, Texas. Pitch. That one hit up the middle and scooped up by Gonzalez. And the throw in time. So 2 outs now in the top of the second. That brings up Abigail Miller, the catcher for the Tigers. out of Winnetka, California, hitting .295 on the season. A quick replay here as the first pitch from Tisdale. That one hit out and it drops. So Miller has a 2-out single in the top of the first. That'll bring up Jordan Williams. Good piece of hitting there by Miller. Gets past the diving Jackson. So Jordan Williams from Clayton, California, hitting .309 on the season, 20 RBI, 2 home runs. It's been another strike. Tigers have a runner on first in Miller. See what they do with her. Next pitch from Tisdale. Misses, so a 1-1 count will even things up here. The next pitch from Tisdale. Swing and a miss. So 1-2 count for Jordan Williams. Diamond Elizondo, the most recent SCAC Player of the Week, waits on deck. Pitch from Tisdale. That one misses, so the count evens up at 2-2. St. Thomas was receiving votes in the latest NFCA national rankings, so they are a force to be reckoned with. That one fouled off. They ended a long-standing win streak in Seguin by beating the Bulldogs at their home field. They've truly had a great team this year to go up against the top dog of the conference. But now there are some pesky cats trying to strike back at them. The pitch, swing and a miss. 2 great innings from Tisdale. Keep it 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second to see if the Celts can score the first run of the game. 1 hit apiece for each team. We will take a quick break on the Tiger Network as we go down to the bottom of the second. Starting things off for the Celts in the bottom of the second. Number 5, Adeline Becerra. Freshman out of Cypress, Texas. Takes her first swings at Jordan Arcee. Hitting .400 on the season, 27 RBI, 2 home runs. Some power in that bat. She takes a big cut at the first pitch. 0-1 count. Arcee has been on a bit of a marathon as a pitcher. She's pitched 2 straight complete game shutouts. That one is fouled back. 0-2 count now. But the Tigers are calling upon her to continue to work, hoping that she has some more gas left in the tank. And it is key for both of these teams to try and get a win today, because if you win, not only do not have to play another game today, but you will be the home team in the championship game as well. Of course, right now, the higher seed will always be the home team. So this means a bit more for Trinity, I suppose. And that grounder will get up the middle past De La Luna. So Becerra will reach first. As we move to number 25, Haley Jackson. Out of Oxnard, California. 407 batting average, 13 RBI this year. But it also means something for St. Thomas because there is a good chance that Texas Lutheran makes their way through the losers bracket gauntlet back to the championship. And the ball getting away from Miller. So Becerra will make her way over to second. So if St. Thomas does make it up there, Coach Martin wanting to talk something over. And I think they're going to talk about whether she left base too early. The umpires are conferring about something. I think the most likely thing is asking whether Becerra left too early or not. If not that, I'm not really sure. So perhaps they're talking about whether it hit the umpire, which would signal a dead ball and bring the runner back to first. But it does not look like they are going to change anything here. So runner in scoring position for St. Thomas. No outs in the bottom of the second. 1-0 count. Next pitch from Marcy. The bunt laid down. And a good snag by Lloyd. Gets Jackson out at first. So a runner on third for the Celts with no outs in the bottom of the second. They threatened to score first. But if Texas Lutheran does make it back to the championship, either team here will have the home side of the scoreboard. As Kaylee Deacle tries to drive in the runner on third. The bunt laid down, but she is way out. But I'm pretty sure it was foul. And it was, so. Deacle gets called back. RC. Next pitch. That one hammered. And, oh, Angela Baltzel can't handle the ball well. So that'll be a run scored by St. Thomas here in the bottom of the second. Baltzel misplaying that one, but it was a tough one out there. And we will go on to Delaney Moreno, the sophomore out of Cypress, Texas. Takes that one for a strike. 298 batting average, 13 RBI, 1 home run. And Baltzel, who had been playing great defense yesterday, makes a mistake there at second base today. But it was a tough play out there. So 1-1 count. They will call that an error on Baltzel. And that one, almost hitting Moreno, went off the backstop and popped in the air. But Deacle makes her way over to second. I see Centenary in the background. 2-1 count. The next pitch from RC. That one fouled off, so 2-2 count, or 1-2 count. Well, there is at least 2 strikes. But that one's popped up, so it doesn't really matter. Williams brings that one in. So Deacle stays on second. 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
Batting ninth, shortstop number 31, Lindsey Gonzalez.
There's Lindsey Gonzalez, the sophomore out of Huffman, Texas. We'll try and drive in Deacle. The pitch from RC misses. So 1-0 count. RC. The next delivery in there for a strike, so count evens up at 1-1. As you see, another good turnout here from both sides. And that button misses, so a 2-1 count now. RC. 2-1 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. So a 2-2 count for Lindsey Gonzalez. Celts will try and get another run against RC, who just gave up her first run of this conference tournament. That one hit right back towards RC and hit her. Gonzalez will reach first, but a screamer back to RC. Have a meeting and make sure that she's okay. Not sure where it hit her, but it did careen off of RC. And Coach Abby Martin of the Tigers went out to check in on her young pitcher. And it looks like RC is fine.
Top of the order, left fielder number 29.
Coach Martin talking to the home plate umpire. All right, runners on the corners as Rebecca Archibald signals a rotation through the batting order. Oh, for one today, grounded out in the first. Looking to do some damage with her bat in the second. Has the opportunity to do so with runners on the corners. That one misses, ball 1. So the bunt potentially being laid down. The reason why her batting average is so high is because she is fast. The next pitch from RC. The bunt laid down, but foul. 1-1 count. The ball didn't really deaden that well, and it was offline. Archibald is fast. So she could get on base. And a throw to first may prompt a run to home by Deacle. And could potentially score a run, putting the Tigers in a bit of a pickle. The steal attempt to second, no good, and the third base runner is in a pickle now. To home, and a tag, and the Tigers will get out of the bottom of the second as the trick works perfectly. Miller threw it to second, and the cutoff from Baltzel trapped Deacle between a rock and a hard place. Look at that, cut off right there, and the throw to home, and Deacle had nowhere to go. And we head to the third inning. The Celts do score a run against the Tigers. So the Tigers will have to do something that they have not done all tournament, and that is score more than one run in a game. We will take a break on the Tiger Network as we head over to the third inning. Diamond Elizondo starting things off for the Tigers here in the top of the third. Diamond Elizondo earned SCAC Player of the Week after a good series against Austin College, where she hit a home run and went 6 for 7. She grounds this one. Gonzalez able to get the put out over to Chloe Bennett at first. So 1 pitch, 1 out to start the top of the third. Angela Baltzel, who made the error that allowed the run to come in for St. Thomas. Trying to make up for it with the bat. Fouls that one off to start things off. So a 0-1 count for Angela Baltzel. And the next pitch in there for a strike as Tisdale attacks the zone. So 0-2 count for Baltzel. University of St. Thomas out of Houston. That was not made clear by their uniforms. 1-2 count. Baltzel steps back up to the plate. Tisdale's next pitch. That one hit over into right field. And the catch made by Jackson. So 2 outs in the top of the third. And Jesse Lloyd will signal a rotation through the Tiger batting order. 0 for 1 today, as Tisdale has been in a groove to start things off, having the benefit of this being her first start today. Lloyd fouls that one off. Allison Hughes, the other primary pitcher for St. Thomas, pitched against Southwestern, allowing Tisdale to get that rest in. Arcee, this is her 3rd game in a row. Pitch from Tisdale. That one hit over the head of Jackson. So Lloyd will have a base hit with 2 outs in the top of the third. The Tigers try to get a 2-out rally going. Hayden Del Toro. 2-hole hitter for the Tigers. 0 for 1 today. First pitch from Tisdale. In there for a strike. A little above the knees. The Celts are the 2 seed. The Tigers are the 5 seed in the tournament. And both of them will be helped by winning today. So the count goes 1-1. The Celts have an early lead, 1-0. Next pitch from Tisdale. That one is a line foul. It's certainly been a long day today because the lightning delay set us back a good hour. Really, a good 2 hours. 1-2 count for Del Toro. Tisdale's pitch. Misses. So, 2-2 count now. That one just outside the zone. Del Toro has drawn a couple walks in this tournament so far. We'll try to draw another one. As that one grounded over to Gonzalez. Just gets the out over at second. The Tigers have been quiet through the first 3 trips to the plate. We head to the bottom of the third. Celts 1, Tigers 0. We'll take a break here on the Tiger Network as we move to the bottom of the inning. To lead things off for the Celts, Rebecca Archibald.
Bottom of the third inning for the Celts, top of the order, left fielder number 29,
Archibald gets
Rebecca
another
Archibald.
shot at RC. And she was at the plate when Deacle got caught in that rundown. St. Thomas 1, Trinity 0. As RC puts that one in there for a strike against the leadoff batter. Rebecca Archibald, a freshman out of Baytown, Texas. 0 for 1 today, grounded out back to RC in the first. Really, it was more of a tapper that RC scooped up and threw back over to Jordan Williams. Archibald, 1-1 count. That one misses. 2-1 count now. So Jordan RC working with a 2-1 count against the leadoff batter. The delivery. That one hit and gets into left field, so Archibald will be on board.
Base hit by Rebecca Archibald. Number 2 slot.
Pass things on over to Jalen Simmons. Archibald is 33 for 37 in steals coming into this tournament. So she is fast, but she has been caught before. She faces a strong arm in Abigail Miller. As the check back over to first, not in time. Simmons is 1 for 1 today. She singled back in the first. One 0 count for Simmons, who swings through that one. As the count evens up to 1-1, no outs in the bottom of the third. RC has her pitch. The pitch to far outside. 2-1 count for Jalen Simmons. Simmons, 2 home runs on the year. Swing and a miss. Either a swing and a foul back. Evens up the count at 2-2. Marcy is a pitcher that can get batters to swing and strike out. Next pitch to Simmons, too high. And the ball gets away from Miller. That'll allow Archibald to head over to second. You can't make mistakes as a catcher when Archibald is on the base paths because she will make you pay. A good throw from Miller, but just not strong enough because Archibald had such a head start. And a walk drawn by Simmons, and the Celts threatening once again in the bottom of the third.
Batting third, first base, Bennett.
Meeting in the circle by the Tiger infield. RC gets high fives from the infielders. Is up next, Chloe Bennett, team MVP. Had a sacrifice fly in the first that brought in sacrifice. So 0-1 count to Bennett. Next pitch from RC. The bunt dropped by Bennett and miscommunication, and they're not going to say interference over at first, so Archibald will come in to score. Miscommunication between Jordan Williams and Jordan RC. They just let the ball go through them, and then the throw to Baltzel at first. They say no interference there. So runners on the corners now. No outs in the bottom of the third. Another meeting for the Tigers in the circle. So the Celts have scored 2 runs now.
Designated player number 7, Mallory Munson.
Mallory Munson, the cleanup batter for the Celts today. As the Celts building upon their lead. No outs in the inning still. Munson out of Danbury, Texas. 361. And one misses, ball 1. Munson 0 for 1 today. The next pitch. That one lifted in to right field. Lee ranging over, getting it. The tag up, the throw to home. And Lee showing off her arm as Simmons took a couple steps and then just went back to third. So just a fly out to right field for Munson. As you see here, you can see Simmons does tag up, but does not go all the way. 1 out in the bottom of the third now. Pitch from RC as someone misses for ball 1. Adeline Becerra. It's 1 for 1 today. She singled in the second. Now working with the 1-0 count, the Tigers are pretty efficient at turning double plays. They're top in the nation in double plays. 2-0 count now. They'd certainly love one here. As the 2-0 count turns to a 2-1 count as Becerra fouls that one off. Becerra. Runners on the corners. Bennett at first. Simmons at third. One out in the bottom of the third. As that one is fouled back. So 2-2 count now. As things even up between Arce and Becerra. And it is another game of tightrope for Jordan Arce and for Abigail Miller. As that one gets through Miller, and another run will come in to score for St. Thomas as the lead expands to 3-0 in the bottom of the third. And the Tigers will have to work back at this one if they want to keep their magical run alive, because they are down by 3 runs in the bottom of the third. That one is fouled off. As the count stays full, Chloe Bennett made her way over to second. Coach Frobes has a knack for starting programs and getting conference championships early. She did the same thing with Southwestern. Helped them to start their program and won a conference championship with them in the first couple years of their existence. Arce. With the pitch. That one misses. So runners on first and second. Still 1 out in the bottom of the third. As we head over back to Haley Jackson.
Second baseman number 25, Haley Jackson.
And rough goings for Arce early on in this one. Next delivery misses. So 1-0 count. Runners on first and second for Jackson. Next pitch from Arce, swing and a miss. So a 1-1 count now. As Arce looking to get out of the bottom of the third. The delivery. And nothing doing there. 2-1 count now. The St. Thomas Celts softball team looking to be the first women's team in St. Thomas Athletics to make it to the NCAA tournament. Pitch from Arce. That one hits Jackson. So bases loaded for the Celts with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Now Kaylee Deacle got caught in the rundown.
Batting seventh, right fielder number 24, Kaylee Deacle.
We'll try and make up for that mistake by doing some damage with her bat. Delaney Moreno on deck for the Celts. That one fouled back. So 0-1 count now for Deacle. Kaylee Deacle was St. Thomas's 2023 Female Champion of Character. She's been a part of the team every year of its existence. As that one is fouled off, it goes off the top of the Tiger dugout. She's helped lead them to 3 SCAC tournament appearances. Is now trying to take them to the NCAA tournament and get that automatic qualifier that the SCAC has. Next pitch from RC. And strike 3, so Deco goes down looking. She's not happy about that one. That'll turn the bat over to Delaney Moreno. Now 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Definitely a better situation if you are RC, because now it is a force out at every bag and at home plate. Strike 1 to Moreno. But the St. Thomas men's soccer team was the first team in the athletics program to make the NCAA tournament. The men's basketball team followed up with an appearance this year, as Williams will tag first, and that'll be the end of the scoring for the Celts. So through the first 3 here, the Celts lead it 3-0 over the Tigers. Due up for the Tigers, Dawson Debussy, Marina De La Luna, and Carson Lee. 2 errors on the Tigers, costing them some runs. We'll see how they respond in the top of the 4th after this break on the Tiger Network.
Tigers.
Back in San Antonio, Dawson Debussy leads things off for the Tigers.
Player number 8, Dawson Debussy.
0 for 1 today, flew out in the first as Bailey Tisdale looks to keep the shutout of the Tigers going. Debussy out of Dallas, Texas. Starts the top of the 4th off by taking a strike, as Tisdale has been dealing in this one. The next pitch from Tisdale. That one hit up the middle, and Debussy showing off how reliable her bat is by getting a base hit to start things off in the top of the 4th. I do believe we are going to have a pinch runner for Debussy. Marina De La Luna will step on up to the Oche for the Tigers. She's 0 for 1 today. She struck out looking in the 2nd. And Jordan Arce will come in to pinch run for Debussy, as the pitcher comes in to pinch run. Now against Texas Lutheran, this worked. De La Luna hit a strong ball over to the left field fence, and Arce scored from first, and that ended up being the difference that the Tigers needed to win that one. The pitch from Tisdale. And La Luna sends that one out into left center, and that one gets down. And the throw not in time to second. I can't tell what happened out there, whether it was miscommunication or they just didn't get there in time. That one split the 2 outfielders. We'll see it here on the replay, because they range over to get it. I think the ball just fell before anyone could get there. But runners on first and second for the Tigers with no outs in the top of the 4th. Carson Lee 0 for 1 today. takes a ball. So 1-0 count. What was obvious is that RC was not expecting that ball to drop. The next pitch from Tisdale. That one hit out into left center, and that one's hit pretty well, and that one will be off the wall, and RC will come in to score, and they are going to say it is a ground rule double.
RBI double, Carson Lee.
So Carson Lee will have an RBI double as that one bounced off the turf and over the wall. So Tigers strike back in the top of the fourth. It is 3-1 now in favor of the Celts. But runners on second and third with no outs in the top of the fourth. Certainly not an enviable position for Bailey Tisdale. So Coach Frobes will go out to talk with their team. But Carson Lee, she does have some pop in the bat. She's hit 2 home runs this season. At Houston, she hit a grand slam against St. Thomas. So runners on second and third for Abigail Miller, who singled in the second. First pitch from Tisdale to Miller, misses, ball 1. And Abigail Miller has had an up and down year for herself. Sophomore out of Winnetka, California. Was in the top of the lineup for a lot of the season, but she had a slump and now has found her home near the 6-hole position. Fouls that one off, so 1-1 count now. Tisdale facing a nightmare situation for a pitcher. Runners on second and third with no outs would love to strike out Miller. But Miller pokes that one out into right field. That one will be foul. Miller is not one to strike out a lot, though. She has only really struck out a couple of times throughout the year this year. So she is certainly a tough out. 1-2 pitch from Tisdale. We'll see if she can put her away. That one hit out. Will that one get down? And that one will get down. And another run will come in to score for the Tigers. Miller goes to second. And the Tigers are rallying in the top of the fourth. Both Moreno and Deacle went after that one, but neither of them could come up with it. As Miller comes through once again. A diving Delaney Moreno almost made the catch. But the ball ultimately fell. And De La Luna came in to score. So an RBI double for Miller. A pinch runner for the Tigers for Miller, who was hyped up about that hit. Alexis Saucedo now stands on second. So Jordan Williams now will come up to try and drive in another run because it is the top of the fourth. Still no outs. 0 for 1 today. Takes that one for a ball. She struck out in the second inning. But it is key for her to see if the Tigers can keep this nice streak going. So 1-1 count now for Jordan Williams. One of 2 impact juniors in the lineup for the Tigers. The pitch, that one fouled off. So 1-2 pitch now. Tisdale really needs a strikeout here, or really any way to get an out, because when you have no outs in an inning, things can tend to spiral out of control. But if you get at least one out, you have chances for a double play to end the inning. Williams puts that one out into left field. We'll see if there's a tag up. There will not be. So Tisdale does get that out. So now Diamond Elizondo will go up against Tisdale. Tisdale has been named the SCAC Pitcher of the Week twice this season. She and Strother were both in contention for SCAC Pitcher of the Year. She received 2 first-place votes. Elizondo swings through that one. So 0-1 count. But a more favorable situation for Tisdale now. You got runners on second and third with 1 out. You can get a double play. It may not be a conventional double play, but it can still happen. The Celts' lead has shrunk to 1. That one misses. So 1-1 count. The next pitch from Tisdale. That one's fouled back. So 1-2 count. And if you're Trinity, you really want to keep this going because right now this is probably your the best time and the best situation for you to either tie or take the lead. Runners on second and third against a great pitcher in Tisdale. That one misses. 2-2 count. Things even up here in the top of the 4th. And St. Thomas certainly wants to win this one and be the first women's athletics team to make the NCAA tournament from St. Thomas. And the throw to first, that will be the second out of the top of the 4th. That one was grounded over to Simmons. Bobbled it a little, but she got control of it and got it over to Bennett for the putout. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Angela Baltzel, for the Tigers. Angela Baltzel. First pitch from Tisdale in there for a strike. Out of Antioch, California. And it looks like Lloyd has the catcher's shin guards on, so I believe we will have a catcher change for the Tigers. That one misses. 1-1 count. Of course, the SCAC baseball tournament going on at the same time. Is the next pitch from Tisdale. That one hit out over to left field. We'll see if that one gets down. It does not. Archibald makes the catch out in left field. And Tisdale pitches out of a jam. But some damage is done, though, as the Tigers score 2. Going into the bottom of the 4th, the Celt lead has shrunk to 3-2. We head into the bottom of the 4th. We will take a break on the Tiger Network. We head into the bottom of the fourth.
In the fourth inning for the Celts, batting ninth, short
Starting
stop,
things
number
off for the
29,
Celts,
Gonzalez.
Lindsey Gonzalez. She singled in the second. She's 1 for 1 today. Change at the catcher's position as Jesse Lloyd will move from third to behind the dish. Peyton Bowser will be the new third baseman. Oh, okay. And now a new battery with Lloyd and RC. So the first pitch from RC in the bottom of the fourth will be hit out foul. Miller is a more mobile catcher with a great arm, while Lloyd more of the defensive catcher style going on. A great framer. She's able to frame it in a favorable way and sometimes able to steal strikes that may be balls. Next pitch from RC. That one misses. So another ball. 1-1 count. That one hit out in the air. Lee scoops it up out in right field. So 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. As we rotate back to the top of the lineup, Rebecca Archibald.
Top of the order, left fielder number 29, Rebecca Archibald.
1 for 2 today. Hitting .472. It's 10 RBI to her name. Has come across the plate 44 times. That one misses. 1-0 count. She grounded back to RC in the first, which was more of a tapper that RC scooped up and threw her out at first base. And she singled in the third. Next pitch from RC. That one fouled. So a 1-1 count is what Rebecca Archibald faces. And you don't want to lose this one, because if you do, you have to play the last game of the day. You get sent to the loser's bracket to play the winner of Centenary and Texas Lutheran. And that one misses. So a 2-1 count now. And Texas Lutheran, Centenary, that will be an interesting game. Centenary did beat Texas Lutheran in the regular season. As that one lands in left field, Archibald will have a single with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Jalen Simmons now will work with Archibald on first once again. And a good piece of hitting from Archibald. Not testing the arm of Elizondo, though. So Jalen Simmons pops that one, and Butzel cannot make the play. It was a tough one. She ran a long way, but it was ultimately foul. So Simmons gets to take another hack at RC. She drew a walk in the third, singled in the first. We'll see if Archibald tests Lloyd's arm. That one misses. 1-1 count. And the UST, a different color on the Houston part of the uniform, to signal University of St. Thomas. That one misses. 2-1 count. Lloyd trying to keep Archibald in check. Trinity made it to the championship game on Sunday last year, looking to make it there in back-to-back years. 3-1 count, hitters count to a dangerous Jalen Simmons. Simmons, who prefers to be closer to the top of the batter's box. Grounds it to RC, and RC just launches it into the outfield. And that will be a clear error on Jordan RC. Did not take the out at first, instead launching it into the outfield. That is a throw that RC wants back. Even if she was going to throw it to second, there was nobody there. She wanted a double play, maybe a bit too greedy. Instead of taking the easy out at first, now she has to deal with Chloe Bennett. Bennett fouls the first one off, 0-1 count. St. Thomas, 2 runners in scoring position. Archibald on third, Simmons on second. They're both fast. So a good knock by Bennett will score both of them. And Lloyd showing off her blocking skills. That's a pitch that maybe would have gotten past Miller, but with Lloyd, not so. And a pop fly in foul territory. De La Luna makes the catch. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. As Mallory Munson, who is 0 for 2 today, will try to let her first hit drive in a run. She's flown out twice to the outfield, as that ball hits the turf before reaching the plate. RC trying to get out of a jam here, a jam that she created. That is 3 errors on the Tigers this game now. And a defense that's usually disciplined. That one fouled back, 1-1 count. Munson, one of the juniors on the team, trying to make an impact. It's that one out between Lee and a miscommunication between Lee and Del Toro. Lets 2 runs come in for St. Thomas, and the lead once again is 3 runs, so 2-5. And that one was catchable, but Lee and Del Toro just couldn't decide who was going to get it, and they let it drop between them. And now, perhaps the nerves getting the best of this young Tigers team. So a 2 RBI double. So 2 miscommunications by the Tigers, 3 errors committed by the Tigers. And that's cost them 5 runs in this game. And Becerra lines out to Baltzel, but a disastrous inning for the Tigers. 2-5 is now the Tiger deficit. We head Over to the 5th inning now, as the Tigers will try and respond.
2 runs, 2 hits. There was 1 error.
Winners bracket championship game jitters, maybe getting to the Tigers here in San Antonio.
Leading off for the Tigers, the catcher, number 25, Jesse Lloyd.
Jesse Lloyd, leadoff hitter for the Tigers, starts things off in the top of the 4th. Lloyd out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Facing Tisdale once again, 1 for 2 today. And that one will get down, and that will go to the wall. Lloyd will head over to second. The throw, it's going to be a close one. Or not, because it gets cut off by Gonzalez. So Lloyd starts the inning off with a double.
Number 2 slot, center fielder, number 1, Hayden Del Toro.
And a good hit down the line by Jesse Lloyd. You see the cut off there from Gonzalez. Pinch runner.
Number 12, Christina Garcia.
As the senior, Christina Garcia, will pinch run for Lloyd. The senior out of San Ramon, California. Hayden Del Toro now, 0 for 2 today. He's on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. Try to drive in Garcia. Garcia, one of 3 seniors on this Tigers team. The bunt is dropped. Garcia will get to 3rd. Del Toro thrown out at 1st. As the Tigers take the conservative approach, lay down the sack bunt.
3rd, designated player number 8, Dawson DeBussy.
The ball deadened pretty well. But Del Toro is not fast enough to leg it out. But she does her job. Gets Garcia over to 3rd. It's Dawson DeBussy. One for 2 today. So Dawson DeBussy will try to bring in Garcia, who is standing on 3rd. First pitch from Tisdale to DeBussy misses, ball 1. Debussy leading the Tiger team in batting average. It's put up a great season for herself. Looks to continue it. Swing and a miss, 1-1 count. Tisdale getting help from the Celt bats and the errors and lack of communication between the Tigers on defense. That one misses. 2-1 count now to Debussy. The 2-1 pitch from Tisdale. That one will get down, and Garcia will come in to score. The throw to first, not in time. So the Tigers will take back a run and make it 5-3, still in favor of St. Thomas. But make it an RBI single for Dawson Debussy. As Marina De La Luna, the junior out of Concord, California, 1 for 2 today. singled in the fourth, flew out in the first. We'll take a strike there. Program leader in home runs. The record breaker came against Texas Lutheran a couple weekends ago. And that one misplayed by Simmons. The throw will not beat out De La Luna as Bennett had to jump. Simmons couldn't handle the ground ball, and the throw too high for Bennett. So you see it go off the glove there, and the throw causing Bennett to jump. So now runners on first and second for the Tigers. Carson Lee now 1 for 2 today. Takes a strike there, and the Celts know how powerful Lee's bat is. At that grand slam in Houston, Tigers would end up losing that game. But the Celts certainly treated her with a bit more care moving forward in that series. Now with runners on first and second, we'll see how they handle her here. Lee hits that one out into center field, and no tag up. So runners will stay on first and second. 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Delaney Moreno ranged over quite a ways to get that one. And now a new face in the Tiger lineup, Peyton Bowser, the sophomore out of Arvada, Colorado. First time that she has made an appearance in the tournament. Takes that one for a strike. Bowser, 261 batting average, 5 RBI. That one misses. 1-1 count to Peyton Bowser. She took over at third base for Lloyd when she moved down to the catcher's position. Next pitch from Tisdale. Gets that one in there for a strike, so a 1-2 count to the 6-hole hitter. The Tigers keeping Miller in the dugout as Bowser will foul that one off. Miller had a couple of hits. But now Coach Martin will trust the bat in the hands of Peyton Bowser. 1-2 pitch from Tisdale. That one fouled back. So Bowser stays alive. It's quite a situation for the Tigers here. Trying to get a 2-out rally now. Runner in scoring position. And that one grounded to Simmons. But this time Simmons can just simply step on third. So the Tigers cut the deficit by a run. They trail 3-5 as we head into the bottom of the fifth. Due up for the Celts, Haley Jackson, Kaylee Deagle, and Delaney Moreno. Stay tuned on the Tiger Network as we head to the bottom of the fifth. We're heading into the bottom of the 5th here in San Antonio. The Winners Bracket Championship here.
Bottom of the 5th inning.
Starting things off for the Celts, Haley Jackson. The junior is 0 for 0, doesn't have an at-bat. Sacrifice in the 2nd. Hit by pitch in the 3rd. And she'll start things off with a base hit into right field. So now she will be 1 for 1.
Base hit for Haley Jackson.
Good piece of hitting there from Haley Jackson. Strong shot over into right field. A pinch hitter for the Celts. That is number 19. Grace Torres. So Grace Torres will step into the box. Out of Katy, Texas, batting a .308 average.
Number 19, Grace Torres.
RC working with a 1-0 count to Torres, the pinch hitter for the Celts. Looks like another pinch hitter on deck for the Celts. Number 17, Addison Lehue. Will await on deck here in the bottom of the 5th. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1 count to the pinch hitter. St. Thomas, if they were to hold on and win, they would be on the home side of the scoreboard come Championship Sunday. That one hit up the middle, but right to Hayden Del Toro. She collects the out in center field. Jackson has to stay on first. So now the aforementioned Addison Lehue, number 17.
17, Addison Lehue.
Another pinch hitter for the Celts. One out in the bottom of the 5th as Coach Robes gets everything in check with the home plate umpire. A bit of a small delay as these changes are recorded. Lehue out of Deer Park, Texas. The sophomore called upon here in the bottom of the 5th by the Celts. 400 batting average. Starts off with a foul. 17 RBI on the year. And the next pitch from RC, that one lined, gets past the glove of Baltzel. And the throw to second, not in time. And Lehue gave that ball quite the ride. A short one, though, as that one was hit like a bullet. And Baltzel could not react quickly enough to that one. And the throw to second, not in time. And even if it was, De La Luna couldn't get her glove on it and pick it. So now we go to the bottom of the order.
99, shortstop. 31, Lindsey Gonzalez.
As Lindsey Gonzalez, who's 1 for 2 today, has a single in the 2nd, flew out in the 4th. A 349 batting average. See how handy it comes in here. With a runner in scoring position, Celts will try and extend their lead back to 3 runs. As right now, whenever Trinity scores, St. Thomas kind of keeping them at bay. They'll certainly want to continue doing so. Next pitch from Marcy. That one popped up. That one stays in play, and Williams will make the catch in foul territory. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. As back to the top of the batting order, Rebecca Archibald.
Top of the order, left fielder number 29, Rebecca Archibald.
477 batting average now, 2 for 3 today. 2 singles to her name. She grounded out in the first, but she's made a good day for herself so far since then. First pitch from RC. And this bout between herself and Archibald will be a ball. Archibald will certainly be trying to swing. I'd be surprised if it was her usual tap the ball and try to run it out with runners on second and third. And the throw. So that one in there. 1-1 count now for Rebecca Archibald. The player that is leading the conference in batting average. Rebecca Archibald, the All-SCAC first team, will be thrown out at first. She tries to do the tap it, run it out method, but she can't get it to work. End of 5 innings here in San Antonio in the Winners Bracket Championship. The Tigers trailing 3-5 compared to the Celts that are in a nice position heading into the 6th inning. The Tigers have 6 outs to work with to get 2 runs. We'll see if, when we come back from the Tiger Network, if the Celts can hold on to win this one. We will take a break here on the Tiger Network. We're back on the circle now for the Celts. Allison Hughes, the pitcher that dazzled against Southwestern, now in here for the Tigers to try and shut things down. Jordan Williams, 0 for 2 today. Getting a look at Allison Hughes. Hughes' next pitch misses. So 2-0 to start off Williams. Hughes pitched the entire game in that game 2 that the Celts and Tigers played in the regular season. Gave up 4 runs, but still got the win, as the St. Thomas Bats carried them to victory there. So 3-0 count now to Williams. She has drawn plenty of walks in her career. Now a 3-1 count. The next pitch from Hughes. And that one hammered, but right to Kaylee Deacle. So the batter's count not made use of by Williams. 1 out away in the top of the 6th. Diamond Elizondo, 0 for 2 today. This bottom of the lineup has struggled for the Tigers. They struggled against Tisdale. We'll try to have some better luck against Hughes. Elizondo awaits the first pitch. And misses. Ball 1. 1 out in the top of the 6th. The Tigers have 5 outs to work with now to score at least 2 runs. They have a pinch hitter on deck, Laney Smith. As the count turns to 1-1. Things even up here in the top of the 6th between Hughes and Elizondo. That one hit out into left field and brought in by Archibald. An impressive play out there in left field. It may look a bit like a routine play, but the sun is directly in the eye of the left fielder out there. But able to look past the sun and catch the ball. So Laney Smith now pinch hitter for the Tigers as there are 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Laney Smith, the Foxfield, Colorado. Sophomore. It's called upon to pinch hit here. First pitch from Hughes. Inside, so ball 1 to start off Laney Smith. She has been in a pinch hitter role for most of the season. Sometimes she gets to start in games. And not only does she hit, but she pitches as well. Two 0 count to the pinch hitter for the Tigers. That one grounded. Simmons scoops that one up. And 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers as we head to the bottom of the 6th. St. Thomas cutting off the momentum that the Tigers may have had. We'll see how many insurance runs they can tack on in the bottom of the 6th as we take a break here on the Tiger Network. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in San Antonio. Jalen Simmons, the one who got the last out in the top of the 6th by putting it out over to Bennett at first. 1 for 2, drew a walk in the 3rd. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, singled in the 1st. And ball 1 to start things off to Simmons as the ball hits the turf before reaching the plate. As RC continues to work for the Tigers. Next pitch. That one too high, 2-0 count now. 2 teams have already been eliminated from the SCAC tournament. Schreiner was eliminated in the first game by Texas Lutheran as they were blanked by them. They scored 12-0. That one off of the glove of RC. The throw from De La Luna. and not in time. Simmons beats out the arm of De La Luna. That ball went off of RC. So Jalen Simmons will reach first base. See right there off the glove of RC. Went right to De La Luna. And the throw to first. We'll see it here. And it looks like Simmons did beat it out. So a close play at first, but Simmons too fast. Chloe Bennett now selected as the team MVP by Coach Frobes. Swings through that one. The throw to second, not in time. Tactic as endless as time. Batter swinging the bat and the runner stealing. Mallory Munson on deck for the Celts. No outs in the bottom of the sixth. Next pitch from RC. Too low. 1-1 count. Bennett out of Waller, Texas. Launches that one. So 2-1 count now for Chloe Bennett. Jalen Simmons on second. A good hit will certainly drive her home. Next delivery from RC. Bennett sends that one out into deep right field. That one may get over Lee, and it does. That one hits the wall. Lee has trouble picking it out, and Bennett on her way to third, and a RBI triple for Chloe Bennett. So the lead extends back to 3 for the Celts as they lead it 3-6. And that one just got over the head of Lee, who was playing too far in. And a meeting in the circle for the Tigers. As it looks like we may have a change in the circle at long last for the Tigers. And now coming into the circle for the Tigers, the first new pitcher for the Tigers this tournament. As RC gets a standing ovation by the Tiger faithful. She has certainly earned it. Number 28, Brooke Porter, will be in the circle for the Tigers now. We'll let her warm up, and after the break, we'll introduce you to her. Brooke Porter on the mound for the Tigers. Or Brooke Porter in the circle for the Tigers. Excuse me. That's Mallory Munson, Celt Award winner. First pitch, that one driven in to left center. Taken in by Elizondo. Bennett tags up. And another run comes in for the Celts. So 3-7 now in favor of St. Thomas. as that one was given a ride. Smart ball
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 5, Madeline
there
Bissell.
by Munson, knowing that she just needed a sac fly to score Bennett. Adeline Becerra steps up to the dish once again for the Celts. Now there's one out in the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 count, 1 out. Porter looking to shut things down in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses. 3-0 count now. This is the first pitcher for the Tigers not named Jordan Arcee all tournament. That one in there for a strike. Brooke Porter, 2-2 on the season, 4.9 ERA, 1.93 whip. She's pitched 40 innings this year. Pitch from Porter, that one's shot out into right field, and Lee misreads it. So, the misread by Lee as Becerra goes to third, a triple.
Triple by Adeline Bissell.
And 2 triples in this game for St. Thomas. As another misread by Lee, she ran up, and that ball carried more than she thought it would. It is windy out here, so perhaps that played a factor into it. But the Celts now have another runner on third, but they can just get a sacrifice fly to bring her in. As Haley Jackson will try to be the one to bring in Becerra. She takes a strike, 1-1 count. The Tigers, the host school, but not on the home side of the scoreboard. That one grounded over to Baltzel. They take the out at first, and another run will score. Tigers down by 5 now. So it is 8-3 in favor of St. Thomas. See, just got a little over it. So Kaylee Deagle, over 2 today. Try her hand against Porter.
Batting 7th, number 24, Kaylee Deagle.
That one misses. Ball 1. Kaylee Deagle, senior on this team. Pops that one foul. Deagle out of Baytown, Texas. Looking to keep the bottom of the 6 going for the Celts, as the Celts have tagged on some extra runs, 3 of them to be exact. It's always nice to have some insurance. Two-one count. Pitch from Porter. Misses, so a 3-1 count to Deagle. She reached on an error in the second and struck out looking in the third. As that one hit out into center field, given a ride. But Del Toro put the end of the inning as the Tigers have 3 outs to work with to try and score 5 runs in the top of the 7th. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network as due up is the top of the lineup, Jesse Lloyd, Hayden Del Toro, and Dawson Debussy.
top of the order. Catcher
Hughes
number
back in the
25,
circle
Jesse
for the Celts. And the Tigers are led off by Jesse Lloyd here in the top of the 7th. They need to find a way to score 5 runs if they want to keep this one alive. First pitch. In there for a strike. Lloyd tried to check the swing, but the ball was in the zone. The Tigers are capable of producing runs. They scored 8 against St. Thomas in game 1 against them, as Lloyd hits that one right to Kaylee Deacle. Minutes after the conclusion of this one, Texas Lutheran will be playing Centenary. The loser of this game will go to the Losers Bracket Championship to play either Texas Lutheran or Centenary. One too high, ball 1. All those games will maybe be played today. Because of the weather, things are a little bit more iffy. I went in there for a strike. What we know for sure is that TLU game and Centenary game will be played 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Next pitch from Hughes. That one fouled back, so 1-2 count for Del Toro. Dawson Debussy on deck. Bulldogs are raring to go. That one tapped foul. And once again, we are in the winners bracket finals. So a loss here, does that mean it's the end of the tournament? But you do have to play another game later today. That one tapped foul again, as Del Toro is trying to stay alive. Hughes trying to shut this one down for the Celts. She's done a good job so far. Next pitch. That one just a bit outside. Count evens up at 2-2. Hughes is laughing about that one. There are a couple people in the dugout laughing about that one too. Next pitch. That one fouled off. And this Tigers team that entered the tournament 13-26, showing that their record doesn't really show who they are, being able to make it to this point. That one tapped over to Gonzalez. The throw in time. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. As the final line of defense for the Tigers, Dawson Debussy. 2 for 3 today. 2 singles, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. She flew out in the 1st. It would be fitting that the St. Thomas pitching staff would face the most dangerous hitter, or one of the most dangerous hitters at least, that the Tigers have to offer. One 0 count pitch. And Debussy will put one down the line into left field. She will have a 2-out single. That will pass the baton over to Marina de la Luna.
Batting fourth, shortstop number 17, Marina de la Luna.
But boy, do the Tigers have a hole to climb out of here. They're down by 5 runs. They will need to string many, many hits together to even tie up the game. They can't make any mistakes now. That one's in there for a strike, but that's the beautiful thing about softball, there is no time limit. The time limit is how many mistakes you make. In softball, you can make 21 of them. Right now, the Tigers are at 20. That one hit out, and that one will get down. Debussy will head over to the third. No, she won't. She dives back into second. So, runners on first and second for the Tigers, as they still have not made that crucial 21st mistake. Carson Lee now, 1 for 3 today. Had a double in the fourth that drove in a run. Grounded out in the second, flew out in the fifth. Trying to keep the game alive. The freshman out of Flower Mound, Texas. First pitch from Hughes. Too far inside. 1-0 count. The next pitch from Hughes. That one popped up, and that should do it. And Archibald comes in, and the Celts punch their ticket to the championship game on Sunday. They dispatch the Tigers' miracle run, winning the game 8-3, thanks to the help of Bailey Tisdale and Allison Hughes. And also thanks to the many mistakes that the Tigers made on defense today. 3 errors. Those 3 errors committed by the Tigers make it so that 4 of those runs that the Celts got were unearned. So the Celts beat the Tigers, and in a way, the Tigers also beat the Tigers. They head down to the losers bracket here in the SCAC Championship. They will await the winner of the game that will be played about 20-ish minutes from now against Texas Lutheran and Centenary. St. Thomas, they get to sit back and relax because they will not play until tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That is the current time for Championship Sunday tomorrow. Well, we will be back on the Tiger Network as the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs and Centenary Ladies are raring to go. We will take a break here on the Tiger Network. Be sure not to miss the next great game. That means everything for these teams. I've been Reed Rosales, proud to present you this game. Be back for Texas Lutheran versus Centenary.
I'm San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg. I am a Trinity University alum, and I want you to know about my passion for these 2 vibrant communities. My alma mater is now a nationally recognized liberal arts university, offering fully integrated arts, humanities, STEM, and professional programs. Grounded in the liberal arts, Trinity graduates students who think critically, act meaningfully, and contribute confidently throughout their careers. As for San Antonio, Trinity is an oasis in the heart of a city that serves as a cultural bridge to the Americas. We are a diverse community that values inclusion and welcomes intellectual curiosity and spirited debate. We're a city that challenges convention and welcomes new ideas. Great things are happening at Trinity University, in San Antonio, and through all our connections to our multicultural world. Join me in being part of this exciting moment.
Hey.